Well, it's a lovely fall day here in Western New York, and I have, once again, my coffee mug. So this is like my new routine for the semester. I haven't been brewing tea in the morning because my mornings are just different. They're different than they have been. They're a lot more rushy. And so what I've been doing is bringing coffee from home so that I don't have to spend the time to go brew the tea because it entails, this is more information than you want to know, but that's just the way that I am, I suppose. I like to chat and anyway, my anecdotes just get way too long. But in order to brew tea here, I'm not on the same floor as the floor with the water cooler, and it has a hot water spigot, so it's perfect for brewing tea. So I've got to walk down there. It's not that it's that long, but it's on the other side of the water. You know, it's like a 10-minute um, journey. And so it's just been so much crazier lately that I've been bringing this in. So it saves me time, but not only that, I have this new ritual whereby I save my first sip for when I'm all settled in, you know, my computer's booted up and I'm ready to start working. And it just gives me something to look forward to during the drop off procedure with Anne and all of that stuff. And, you know, it's the little things, right? So I'm adjusting. I'm doing the best that I can, adjusting to the new schedule for the fall. It's been kind of a bumpy ride, as I'm sure it has been for all of you as well, but, you know, it's part of it. It's just part of it. We do what we can. But yeah, so just hanging in there. Still a lot of stuff kind of going on with me. I haven't even gotten to the topic yet, and I'm planning on keeping these shorter. You'll notice that I've made them 6 or 7 minutes lately instead of 10. So just trying out something different, seeing if they appeal, I guess, to more people clicking if they're a little bit shorter. So doing what I can, but I just so enjoy these videos because I have this hidden chattiness, like I was alluding to in my anecdote start to this video. And so podcasting is still very much on my mind. As you know, just from reading my posts, I have not had the time, unfortunately, to dedicate to that project, but I'm turning in an article that I've been working on all summer to a Catholic library publication at the end of this week. I'm editing, and thus I'm hoping that after that I will be freed up a little bit, such that my mind can then focus on something else. Because even when I'm not at work, my mind is just so preoccupied with all of the things that are going on. It's been a little tough, but I'm hoping over the course of the next couple of weeks, so I'll keep you posted. It's one of those things. I mean, I'm sure that there's some of you out there that are interested in that project, but I'm sure that this is not like keeping you up at night or anything. So I'm not like too worried about it. I would just really like to do that and share that with you. And so it's on my mind, but in a good way. And it would sort of give me an outlet for this chatty Cathy nature that I have, obviously. But there's also the stuff that I was alluding to, going on with health stuff in my family, and that's still very much there. I still don't have a ton of information. It's one of those things where, the person is getting some testing done, and the testing just takes a couple weeks to come back, and then the results of that lead to, well, we don't really know. We've got to do more testing, and that's going to be another 2 weeks. So thank you all for your prayers. For those of you that have written to me about that and been praying, I so appreciate that. And I don't really have additional information right now, but just know that I have been finding a lot of solace in knowing that others are praying for me and for my family, and that I've really felt those prayers emotionally. So thank you very much for that. But that's still going on too. So, it's one of those, it's part of life, right? It's one of those times where it's like every day it's an adventure and it's a challenge, and we just do our best to get through. But speaking of that, I suppose, the prayer card that I'm holding today is St. Therese. I do very much love St. Therese, and her feast day and novena are coming up. So that's kind of my topic for today, aside from just meandering and blabbering about what's going on in my life right now, because, it just helps me to be able to do that. But St. Therese, so her novena starts the 22nd. I have created a page, a tab on the blog so that you can join in if you'd like, make it easy to have it kind of stickied up there with a link to the prayers. And so I'll put a link to that in the show notes. But Praying More Novenas is also sponsoring this. I learned about that after I created that page. I don't know if I'll go and update it or not. I have a link, I think, to the EWTN page. But, if you want to receive the prayers in your inbox, your email, then you can do it that way. or you can just do it whatever you like. But it would just be nice to know that if people are praying along. And I love St. Therese for a couple of reasons. I really like that, she's one of these more modern day, if you will, saints that we actually have photographs of, and that's a really touching thing. It makes the person much more real, I guess, tangible. You can sense them, I suppose, when you think of them more, and it makes their experiences more relatable. And so, even though Saint Therese led a very different life, I think, than most of us, how young she was, 16 when she entered the convent, and um, she just had that pull to religious life so early, and that's not as common these days. She just had this spiritual dryness and struggle that I think all of us can relate to pretty well, regardless of our vocation in life. And I find a lot of consolation when I ask for her intercession, and I pray her novena every year. So that starts September 22nd, and her feast day is October 1st. It's one of my very favorite feast days of the year. And last year on her feast day, my husband, which he doesn't do all that often, my husband's very, very sweet and loving, but he doesn't often buy me flowers. I mean, he does other things, to show me how much he loves me, which it doesn't matter to me how he shows, right? So it's not like I really covet getting flowers all the time. So it's notable when he does it because it's not usually the way he goes about it. But last year he bought me flowers on the Feast of St. Therese, and he would not have known that that was the Feast of St. Therese. And it was like a mixed bouquet, but there was a red rose inside there, and that was very, very special to me. Um, that happened on her feast day, and to me it was an indication that she's listening, she's praying for us all, interceding for us all, and so I very much seek out her intercession. So why don't we do that together this year? If you're going to be joining in, leave me a comment, or otherwise leave me a comment about your favorite novenas to pray during the year, and why don't we try to come up with like a schedule. Ooh, maybe I could come up with a tab with a spreadsheet or something of the different novenas that I'll be praying throughout a year. I like that idea. Maybe I can do that for 2016. Oh, exciting. So if you have a suggestion for a novena, your favorite saint, do write in, and I look forward to reading about it. And I will talk to you all next week. Bye.